What would you be willing to endure for the sake of science and saving lives? That's the question at the heart of one of the most extreme and impactful human studies ever conducted. In 1944, during a period of global conflict, scientist Ansel Keys and his team at the University of Minnesota designed a crucial experiment. Their goal was practical and humanitarian, to understand the physical and psychological effects of starvation, in order to better guide the rehabilitation of millions of famine victims and refugees in affected regions. They needed a roadmap for recovery. The process was rigorous. They carefully selected 36 healthy, conscientious male volunteers. The first 3 months were a control period with a normal diet. This was followed by 6 months of severe calorie restriction, cutting their food intake nearly in half to simulate conditions of food scarcity. The researchers then meticulously tracked their physiological changes. Cognitive function and mental state were also monitored closely. The results were profound and disturbing. The men experienced not only dramatic weight loss and physical weakness, but also severe psychological effects. They became obsessed with food, dreaming, and reading about it constantly. Many reported intense mood swings, social withdrawal, and a significant decline in concentration and motivation. Their bodies and minds were completely consumed by the lack of nutrition. The experiment remains debated, even though the volunteers were fully informed and consented. It raises questions about whether it's ethical to knowingly inflict such profound physical and mental distress. The level of suffering endured walks a fine line between voluntary participation and the ethical duty to avoid harm. The lesson from this study is incredibly powerful. What we eat directly fuels not just our bodies, but our minds. It proves that extreme calorie restriction isn't just a physical challenge, it's a mental one that affects our mood. So, how do we apply this to our daily lives? It's a reminder to respect our body's need for proper nourishment. In a world of extreme diets and food trends, this study teaches us that sustainable health isn't about deprivation. It's about fueling ourselves consistently and nutritiously to support both our physical and mental performance. When you eat well, you're not just feeding your body, you're nourishing your mind. Please subscribe, like, and share this video.